Well, good morning, adventurers, and welcome to the Winter Wonderland. Just kidding. We're still in Seattle and there's no snow whatsoever, but we're gonna be fixing that on today's journey. If you guys caught our last video, we teased that we might be taking this pretty treacherous mountain pass to get over into the eastern part of Washington. We've actually wanted to do this a week ago, but there was a huge blizzard coming through. There was ice, there was snow, there was avalanches all over the place. So we decided to wait it out, and we got a clear spot now. The snow has stopped. It's just barely above freezing. It's the middle of the day, so we're thinking, if we're gonna go, this is our time to go, you guys.
Yeah, we've checked the cameras along the highway route. Yeah. The roads seem clear enough.
Luckily, they had propane here, so we had our guy top that off because we did not have a place booked for tonight. We're just thinking, in case the snow is too bad or we're too scared to do it, we're just gonna turn back. So we didn't want to book something just in case. I think we're gonna make it. I think it's gonna be fine. I'm just gonna take it really slow.
I mean, theoretically, it should just take like an hour.
Yeah, it's a really short drive. It's about an hour, but I'm gonna go really slow.
We just have one major mountain pass that we gotta get through.
The Snoqualmie Pass. Here we come.
All right, we have reached what I think is the highest point of our drive. We're like 30 minutes in, and not bad so far, right?
Yeah, we're crawling at about 30 miles per hour max. That's the max I'm letting myself go anyway. Got a huge line of cars behind us, but you know, they can go around if they want to.
Hey, there are plenty of lanes for people to go around you in. Yeah. But y'all, check out these snowbanks over here. My God.
These roads were sheets of ice, multiple feet of snow just a few days ago.
Yeah.
And they've cleaned it all up pretty good.
Low gear and slow going, low and slow.
Yeah, and go the around me if you want to. Well, I'm happy to say we are on the other side of the mountain. The downside of that is that it's the downside. And there's just a little bit of ice here and there, but I don't think it's too bad. But I've been going real slow just in case. So far, so good. But the scenery has been absolutely stunning. There's just snow-covered trees as far as the eye can see. Forest land, we're up in the mountains, but they're covered by this dense fog. And then there was a frozen lake at the top of the summit. It's incredible.
Well, y'all, we officially made it to Ellensburg, but we realized one thing we forgot to have the mechanic fix, and that's our windshield wiper fluid. It's never worked, and it's honestly never been a problem until you get behind a bunch of truckers on muddy mountain passes.
Yeah, so they just completely splashed our windshield.
Yeah, it's been pretty rough. Good as new now, but we made it. We did it. It was super chill.
Yeah, not too bad.
Way to go, babe.
All right, now get back to work.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, look at that sludge. That's the color you want to see. So we got into Ellensburg and we've just been driving around the downtown and we went to a brewery. We were just chilling. Ultimately trying to decide where we want to stay for tonight because all the campgrounds seem to be booked, or I guess it's just too late to even do that kind of booking. And the closest thing to us was an IHOP. Signs that way. IHOP. And apparently we read online that some people stay at IHOPs from time to time, so I think that's where we're gonna try to stay. What do you think?
Yeah, we've been trying to call them, but they're not answering. But it started snowing, so we definitely know that we don't want to go any further tonight. Yeah. So this might be our home.
Yeah. Hopefully we don't wake up to like 3 more feet of snow and we're just stuck at the IHOP for a week.
IHOP forever? I mean, there could be much worse things that happen to us.
Yeah, but we'll figure worst case scenario, it's a fairly peaceful parking lot. There's only a couple other cars here, and we'll get to eat IHOP for both dinner and breakfast.
I'm hoping they'll let us stay here. It's 24 hours on the weekends though. Hopefully nobody else wants to brave the snow and it doesn't get like jam-packed at midnight or something.
I'm counting on they're not gonna give a shit.
I don't think they're gonna care.
There's something very satisfying about pulling over into any parking lot whatsoever. And here's your home. You just go in here and it doesn't matter what parking lot you're in.
This is so much better than cribs. They were all stationary. We get to have our crib in an IHOP parking lot, y'all. This is the ding dang life. Now get in here because I'm freaking cold.
This is why we filled up our propane tank before we got here, because we're going to be using a lot of propane for heat tonight. We really don't want to freeze to death in an IHOP parking lot. That doesn't sound that romantic, really. We found this to be one of the worst parts of living in a tiny space. We both have to come in from the snow, take our boots off, and we're stuck in this little corner. We don't want to get off this mat. We've got a stool here, but there's not enough room for either of us to sit down while we're both here.
This is our little evening dance.
Yeah, and one of my pet peeves is taking your sock off and then stepping on a little bit of snow like that down there. Oh, I hate it.
That's why you gotta stay on this little 2x3 foot mat.
Yeah,
and now I'm free.
Well, we made our first mistake of the night. The propane is off. We always turn it off when we're driving.
But that's why you have house shoes.
Yeah, but I wear these outside.
Yeah, out shoes.
Outhouse shoes.
Outhouse shoes.
They are pretty gross, so that might be accurate. That was a little awkward. Right when I opened the door, I was hooting and hollering about outhouse shoes, and there's two people parked right here getting out of their car.
Keeping it classy in the IHOP parking lot.
Idiot. I gotta tell myself, we don't actually live here. This is an IHOP parking lot. Other people use this space as well. So no screaming about outhouses tonight. Well, the snow has kind of lightened up. We've actually just been sitting in our little RV having a couple drinks, just chilling and listening to music. But everybody has left us in the IHOP parking lot. We're the only ones left. There's some cars over there, and I think those are the workers. So we're gonna go in and get some dinner. We're gonna have the place all to ourselves, baby.
Eat like kings and queens at the IHOP.
This place is almost kind of creepy when no one's here.
There's not a
It's like a ghost town.
There was one worker, and she looked at us and then wandered off. So I told no that they want us to be in here.
There she is.
Hi, just two, please.
Y'all, I'm leaning towards the T-bone. I wonder if it's gonna look as good in person as it looks on the menu. What do you think?
T-bone steak at IHOP. Never did I think I'd see the day. I'm leaning towards the fish and chips.
Mm-hmm.
Never did I think IHOP would have that.
Well, I can tell you right now, I'm getting this for breakfast. You just wait and see.
With a side of these.
Yeah, and these, and these, and this, and this. Maybe I'll bring in some of my own champagne and spike that. What do you think?
Yeah, that's the only way this place could be better, is if they had mimosas or Bloody Marys or booze of any kind. We didn't eat breakfast because we were so eager to get out on the road this morning, and then we got here and kind of forgot to eat, so we're starving at the moment.
We're super hungry, and we only had one drink, and we're kind of both feeling a little drunk, so we need to eat food.
And we're probably gonna order too much, and I'm okay with that.
Well, my T-bone steak has arrived. What do you guys think? Does it look like the picture? If the picture was a 10, this is probably a 6 or a 7. Yeah, pretty close.
And I got fish and chips, and I don't know how you can go wrong with that, because you just deep fry it all.
We're kind of whispering because we're the only people in here.
And all the workers are like sitting right there. It's fine.
A little awkward.
It's all great.
It is kind of a pathetic broccoli display, though, don't you think?
You don't come to IHOP for the broccoli.
I know, that was probably stupid. I should have gotten a side of pancakes with it.
I mean, absolutely, you should have.
Steak and pancakes. It's actually pretty freaking juicy. And look, it's nice and medium in there. I didn't even ask him to make it medium. Looks pretty good. It's kind of a big piece. Is it too big?
For you, no. For normal people, 100%.
It's just right. That's a pretty good T-bone steak, if I do say so myself. You know, you might as well call me T-bone. What do you think? Should that be my new nickname?
Well, I am just a T-bone kind of guy.
That's a Seinfeld reference.
That's from
if
Seinfeld.
You don't know that.
It's actually pretty good, though, surprisingly. That's all. Bye-bye. All right, y'all, if you go to IHOP, get the fish and chips. This has completely blown me away. And we've had a lot of fish and chips at a lot of really good places, you know?
I'm impressed. It's really like deep fried and golden, and then the fish in there is really nice and flaky.
So juicy, and then delicious sauces with it. Wow.
It's probably frozen and then deep fried, but I'm okay with it. I like it better than your T-bone. The flavoring's good on the T-bone.
You can't be my T-bone. Fish cheers?
Yeah. Also, this is not sponsored in any way by IHOP, by the way.
Yeah, I hope that's obvious. I don't know. Why would IHOP sponsor one of our videos?
And why would we come in and make fun of their fish and chip and steak, right? Well, y'all, we've just been chilling here for like a couple hours watching 1923 on our cozy little couch. And then, what's happening outside?
This entire parking lot is full now. What the heck? It's like bumping. It's like 9 or 10 at night already?
Yeah, something like that. I mean, when we went in there, it was like 7 o'clock and there was not a soul here.
That's what's so weird. I get that people want late food, I guess, but there was absolutely nobody here. Like you guys saw it, there was nobody here. And then an hour later, the entire parking lot's full. It's like car, people everywhere. They're surrounding us. There are spots over in the other end of the parking lot that I'm thinking of moving to just so we're not up in everyone's grill.
Well, because now it's making us think if it's like this at 9, what's it going to be like at midnight or 6 a.m.? Or...
Yeah, at 3 a.m., all the truckers are going to stop off and have themselves some pancakes. We didn't really ask them tonight if it was okay for us to stay, but I did call them a week ago because we thought we were going to do that pass sooner, but you guys know the weather was really bad, and they said, oh yeah, sure, whatever, if you want to stay, that's fine. So I'm assuming it's fine that we're here taking up spaces. To their credit, the food was more delicious than I ever thought it would be. We've decided that it was mainly because they just put a ton of salt on it to mask the shitty quality. I don't know.
Salt is their secret ingredient.
They're not so secret ingredient. We're not completely level. Y'all, we decided to move the RV. We were way too much in the middle of the action earlier, so we're gonna move it from here over to there. Might be a little bit more peaceful. Clementine's a champ in the snow, by the way. I think because she's so heavy and she's got the dualies back there.
What do you think? Home sweet home?
Much, much better.
Away from all the yokels, and by that I mean the high school kids screaming, because that's all that's been happening tonight.
Yeah, it was actually really bizarre, you guys. All of a sudden, at about 7 or 8 o'clock, the entire parking lot was full up, and there were high school kids all over the place. Like, I assume so because they were revving their engines, and they were talking really loud, and they sounded really young. There was like a whole group of them right outside the RV over there, and we realized that this place is gonna be really hopping at like 6 a.m. in the morning, so might be a bad idea to be right in the middle of the action.
Would you say it's gonna be IHOPing? That's right, kids. I'm still sharp at midnight, even though I'm creeping up on 40.
Well, speaking of creeping, you look kind of creepy right now.
You wanna get in my van?
In the IHOP parking lot?
Ooh, come on, kids, I got some candy.
All right, that's not funny.
Yeah, that's weird, right? I'm sorry.
You guys, we just discovered a big problem. Our left blinker is not working on Clementine. Right one's working, left one is not working.
I mean, luckily we don't overtake people very often, but they need to know when this whole thing is turning left.
So now we have another reason to take it to the shop.
I feel like nobody was getting out of our way earlier, and
That's because they didn't see our blinker.
we have
Dang
no
it.
blinker.
Yeah, I'm gonna come inside because it's freezing out here.
People, get inside.
Good morning, y'all.
Morning.
How about this hair? Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay way back here.
Well, we survived the well below freezing blizzard night in the IHOP parking lot.
Yo, it was actually very quiet and peaceful. I don't even know that I heard a single car drive by us last night.
Yeah, it was kind of weird because you guys know all those people showed up at like 8 o'clock last night, and we assumed that it would be that way in the morning. We didn't hear a peep. The only thing I really heard was just a lot of creaking, just like the weird sounds of like wood settling, like an old house or something. It was either that or some animal trying to get in, I don't know.
But we ended up sleeping down on our little pull-out bed because it's a lot warmer down here than it is up there.
Yeah, because the propane furnace is right there,
Yeah.
so you don't even have to keep it on that high, and this whole zone stays very warm, so it's actually pretty freaking nice.
And now it is the pancake time.
The best part about staying in an IHOP parking lot, you wake up to glorious pancakes and a person outside the window. Let's close this. Are they as good as you remember?
Oh, better. Man, sometimes we make pancakes at home, but you can't beat IHOP's. They've got some, like, it's probably not even a secret. It's probably just a box of Bisquick back there, but somehow, I bet they inject some sort of fat or sugar something in there. It's so good and crispy and fluffy and airy and...
Did you say they inject fat?
Yeah, I guarantee you somehow there is some fat in there.
I also just saw this on the menu and I was like, yep, that's what I'm getting. So all the meat, all the pancakes, all the calories. You know, we saved some butter. We're not gonna eat that, so there you go.
Well, I think we have officially outstayed our welcome here at the IHOP. I think 24 hours is about the max anyone should spend here. But luckily we did find there's a KOA right down the road and they have availability. So we are gonna go stay there tonight so that we can shower and clean ourselves and clean our dishes.
Yeah. No more pancakes, but it'll be much more civilized.
Yes, it will be.
And man, I forgot to show you guys how dirty everything got on that drive. This is what happens in the winter weather. Like, look at all this crap. Ruby takes it the worst because we still haven't gotten the guard for back there, so it's just constantly splashing stuff up. Oh man.
It looks like we went off-roading with her, but we were only on roads.
All right, anyway, I'll see you there.
Okay, bye.
We just came down to downtown Ellensburg, which is very, very charming, you guys. So this town is about a couple hours east of Seattle, actually less than a couple hours really if you're not driving through a snowstorm.
And if you're not driving old vehicles that can't go above 60.
But we're actually just gonna be mostly working today, and we don't really wanna show you this town because we have another town that is much more charming than this, hopefully, that's gonna blow this out of the water. But to get there, we have to go through another treacherous mountain pass.
Yeah, and we might ditch Clementine for this one because I think it will be maybe way more treacherous. I don't know. A lot more curves, so it might just be us and little old Ruby on the next adventure. Oh my god.
But thank you, IHOP, for the amazing stay and the amazing pancakes. They were friggin' delicious.
They were so delicious. Oh man, I feel like I'm in a little snow globe. It's all snowy and so cute.
All right, we gotta get coffee stats.
Yeah, okay. Goodbye, adventures.
We'll see you on the road.